Hey, what's good there, folks? So I'm taking a little break here. Yeah, man, it was a kind of a busy morning. A lot of people filing out of Las Vegas here. Those scagglers after the Super Bowl and all that. So some people don't realize, hey, the party's over. Anyway, yeah. So this is a Chad Wheeler domestic violence incident update. Now I don't want to bash this man. This is not an attempt to do that, but I do want to bring up awareness and kind of get abreast on the events that are happening on in this case. So I think it was like a week ago, and I know I'm a little late get this out, that he pleaded not guilty to attempted murder, and he got out on bail on $400,000 bail. That is okay, and so I'm going to say how I think this thing is going to play out. Okay, he and just so you know, he denied trying to kill her. Okay, um, now the first degree murder, okay, thing, have been denying that. I could probably see that. Okay, um, some people may not agree with that. Okay, I thought, yeah, that too, but when this is a bipolar man, okay, so yes, he does have issues, and it has been documented that he, does, well, I don't know, mentally incapacitated at times or whatever, and they will consider that. So I probably could see that because he doesn't realize that. Okay, if he's a football player, that is, so he's going to be able to make it out on $400,000 bail. I don't think he's going to go to jail, quite frankly. Okay, um, the guy, again, it may be at times mentally incapacitated. He may be bipolar, but one thing that he's not is he's not dumb. Okay, he's not dumb at all. And yeah, it's this truck or whatever that's he's over here messing up my flow. Okay, but when you have cognitive issues as such, when I don't know, when your emotions spiral out of control, in that incident where he tried to choke that girl out, he tried to pretty much beat the hell out of that girl. I think that when it just gets to where I don't know, uh, your anger, okay, and your rage just overcomes your judgments. You don't even realize what you're doing, okay, and then you get to a point, probably when that girl passed out, then he probably snapped or whatever, snapped out of it, and realized, damn, what did I do or whatever, okay. I'm pretty sure that that's what happened. He may not even look at it that as normal. Okay, some people that have those issues or whatever. I have a relative very close to me or whatever. Okay, that have that kind of issues, and you can end up doing something and not even realize what you've done until you do it. Okay, they've had crime investigation shows. Okay, where I remember, and I was in Texas when this happened. When I was in the Army, I just got to El Paso. This was back in like '97, where this guy, young man, had killed both of his father. I'm sorry, his father. Okay, all over a car that he couldn't get. But he didn't even realize what he did until he pulled the trigger. He had shot his father in his house in his bedroom. Okay, they had got in an argument a couple of hours
You have two
prior to
new
that.
text messages.
Okay, this is what's happening with this guy right now. Okay, I'm sorry, but the guy, he needs help. All right, and I want to say he did at least admit to it through, like, I don't know if a social media statement or through a press conference or whatever. And I just pray, that the Most High looks after him. I think that maybe if he's got a manager or agent that cares about him, he can send him some people, maybe his family or whatever, could look out for him or whatever, okay, from time to time, and he's able to get the appropriate counseling that he needs to get. Again, I don't think that he's going to go to jail, but I believe that he's probably going to get some significant community service, probably probation, like what they call that mental health probation. All right. My brother is going through that. Yeah, if he's listening, I really don't care. All right, because that was his issue. All right, that he put himself through some of that stuff. Okay, I mean, after a while, you can't keep getting opportunities or whatever, and people are going to keep letting you go. After a while, you learn from certain things. But I'm hoping that Chad Wheeler will, learn from this. I think he's getting bashed because he pleaded not guilty. And also, he was able to get out on bail or whatever. But if you got the kind of money, and you know how it is money or rank has its privileges. That's what, I was told, I guess, in the corporate world, or when I was in the, in the Army and all that. Okay, now I'm not trying to say I'm square or whatever, but you can make some things happen when you got the money and you have the, the legal team on your side and all that. Okay, so I think that in the end of the day, he's probably going to get a lot of intensive mental health treatment, counseling, maybe medication, and also he needs to be court ordered to stay on that medication. All right, or if he gets caught, breaking that that ordinance, and I'm pretty sure he's going to get occasional probation. Then then he could probably end up getting locked up in a psychological correctional facility. All right, yes, that happens, and they have ways of testing you to make sure that you've taken your medicine through your urine or through your blood. Okay, that you have to have a certain amount of, that type of medication in your blood. Okay, and I'm telling you this myself because, I do have some post-traumatic stress disorder, some brain injuries and stuff. I suffered through what I had, most of that time when I was in the military and going through war. I may have had some of these issues before I even got into the Army. Okay, but then again, even, the guy with the USC got a degree. Okay, so that means that somewhat, he can conform, but you learn something. You learn through all these years with Ray Rice and these other domestic violence incidents, like I want to say like Antonio Brown. Okay, better yet, shout out to him for winning the Super Bowl or whatever ring, and I'm pretty sure maybe he's had some reprieve and relief from that. Okay, but from these incidents or whatever, and these NFL protocols, and people will learn from this. Okay, for you young cats that's coming up that looked at this article or whatever, all right, or if and ladies, if maybe somebody that's going through that, talk to them, whatever, maybe you can see what's wrong with them, maybe try to reach out and encourage, or get somebody that can help, so one less person that we can help as a whole is one less person that we have to worry about that's going through something like Chad Wheeler is going through. Okay, again, I don't want to bash the man. I just wanted to give an update on what the scenario happened, or why I think that it happened the way that it happened or whatever. Okay, you just you have those issues. You just act. You just don't think. Your actions or whatever just overcomes, once again, your judgment and cognitive ability. Okay, and I've had PTSD long enough. I've had it probably for 13, 14 years, where I try to counsel people. One day maybe I hope I can be a social worker at the VA or something. I can I have mine in remission, but try to help guys like you and veterans or whatever, not to make the same, maybe some of the mistakes that these guys make or whatever. Okay, my PTSD is pretty much in remission. I may get mad, but I try to pray about it and read the scriptures or whatever. And, I try to not put myself in situation, not to try to put myself in situations where I end up like this. If you're in a situation where guys and gals, when things get hot, disagreements do happen. Somebody has to try to be the better person and try to walk away. Maybe check in a room or go to a family member's house, let things cool down. Okay. I've seen this happen too many times when I know guys came back from deployment and all that. Next thing you know, somebody got beat up or got killed or whatever. Back home in Virginia, with that naval base, that happens every time when those guys come back home off the carriers from the seas, from the deployments and all that. Okay. Well, I hope this is something that we can learn from. Again, I wanted to probably give an update. I pray for that man to make sure that he's able to get the appropriate care that he needs. He needs to sit out this year or whatever, okay, and just reflect on what he's done, okay. And end of the day, yes, he's going to have to account, for what he's done, and I'm hoping the NFL can give him the appropriate, justice. And yes, okay, things you absolutely has to look with no disrespect or whatever to any race or creed or anything like that, but he is white, and that situation, yes, is going to be handled different. All right, but still though, I'm hoping the NFL would give him the appropriate justice he needs to get him to the right destiny that he needs to be. And I'm going to leave it at that for now. Hope that stimulates some thought. If you like my videos, subscribe, leave your comments, likes, and shares. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll have more stuff to talk about. You guys have a wonderful day. Be safe out there and try to follow whatever COVID protocols you need to follow. And hope to be talking to you guys soon. Thank you for your support.